off Maccadee's to come and get a coffee. Realised she's peeing out of oil everywhere.
Yeah, good sign.
Oh look, that sprocket. Drama. I'm about to come and get rescued by Logan. Shut up with this fence here. So we pulled off Maccadee's to come and get a coffee and a milkshake, and we've realised, get down here, she's peeing out of oil everywhere. So I'm hoping it's just an oil seal on the clutch push rod has perished or something. So let's get rid of her and get her home, and then let's get her stripped. So that is the clutch push rod. And these are prone for leaking because they only have one oil seal. I can't see no oil there.
Lucky you did sign it.
Oh look. See that? That sprocket. Oh shit.
How many turns self was it close to coming off there?
Yeah, look. That's literally
Like a couple of turns. That would have.
1, 2, 3. Very dangerous. Yeah, headlock tight on it.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, so, oh. Oh, grab some torch, please. So I'll bring you in for a bit of a close-up. Here is where the common fault is, where it leaks from. So when you're upright on centre stand, you're fine, it doesn't leak out. But when the oil is hot and you're on your side stand, i.e. when you're out, it pours out of here onto your chain and flicks up your back wheel like so. So what I need to do now is get all this cleaned up, and we'll just check if there are any cracks and so forth. Chain guard is off, the gear selector is off. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to slacken off the chain so then I can unhook it from the main sprocket, and I'm going to have a look behind there just to check the bearings and see, try and see if I can figure out why this bolt's come loose. I'm hoping it's because I used the wrong kind of Loctite, because I know there's different grades that you need to get. So hopefully that's all I've done. It's my fault. Not something more serious with a bike. So we're going to give it a good degrease, slacken the chain off, have a look, let's go. Sprocket's off. It doesn't look too bad in there. Just going to check the bearing seal. It looks all right. The only way I'm going to know what's actually leaking is by giving us a good degrease, building it all back up, going for a quick ride and seeing where the leak's coming from. It'll only take a quick trip around the block and the oil will be warm enough to flow, and we'll see where it's leaking. Now, whilst it's on my centre stand, it won't leak out if it's the clutch push rod, because it's not pressurised and it's not being forced out. Whereas when you're on the kickstand and it's leaning and the oil is hot, that's when it leaks out, and that's why you upgrade the 1199s with an extra O-ring. So we'll get it cleaned off, we'll have a look, and fingers crossed it is just an oil seal. I've run out of degreaser, but what I have got is chain cleaner, which is basically degreaser anyway, and it's fantastic for getting off all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to be careful not to be squirting it inside the bearing.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. I'll be somewhere. I've got a brush, I can get the brush.
It smells quite nice. I've also got a longer one, which is good for getting down there. If my partner Becky's watching this, I bet she's saying to the screen right now, it doesn't clean this thoroughly up indoors. I'll hit this with a bit of brake cleaner after, just to get any remaining degreaser off. So let's get that out of the way. For a quick once over with the degreaser, it's come up quite nice. So I'm just going to hit it up now with a bit of brake cleaner to get off any degreaser residue off with a clean. We're all clean. There's no fresh oil marks. And you can see the bearing is lovely, it's nice. And then the output shafts, try and get in here. There's no grinding. I can't hear anything untoward. The issue is here with oil leaking out. And I can already see oil. See that? I hope you can see it on camera. I can already see oil sitting there. So it is looking like it's just the oil seals. Get it going. So we're going to replace these two. The common fault with the Panigales, now it's only the 1199s that have this fault. All Ducatis before the 1199 and all Ducatis after the 1199 had a double O-ring on the clutch push rod. You can see there. Just for the 1199, it only come with one oil seal. And it turns out it fails. So what you have to do is take this out, you get that machine and you put another oil seal back on it. It's relatively cheap and easy. I think it was like £100 to get this done last time round. I'd done last year and I believe I've done about 15,000 miles on it. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, that seems to be the issue with all of it. So we're going to get these oil seals off. I've got to stop calling them oil seals, even though they do seal oil. They're O-rings for those that are being pedantic. I've got a generic set of O-rings here, and I'm hoping I've got some here, otherwise I'm going to have to buy some from Ducati, which I don't really want to do. Not because of the price, because of the wait time. So let's pop these off. One is wider than the other. I don't know which one is factory and which one was aftermarket, so I wasn't there for it. So maybe that was the issue, that they put on two of the same thickness O-rings. But we'll see what we got. Pop that off. I mean, it's a nice fit. If you're doing this, I've settled on the 5x2 because that seems to fit the best. There you go. I'm just going to roll it down. Over the top of that one. Come on, get over it. Get over it. There we go. Two new O-rings, which is sticking a bit more proud than the other one. Make sure 100%. Yeah, that ain't coming off. She ain't going nowhere. Put a drop of oil on the O-rings to ease them in. And a very gentle love tap. I'm going to throw a bit of lube on the bolt that holds the gear selector on. So I've noticed lately it's been sticking slightly. So he nearly drops it. Got the shim on the back. It's a little bit tricky. It's one of them ones where you got to close your eyes and just like. Now, I'm not going to put the carbon cover on just yet, or the panel. I'm just going to take it, get some chain tension on. I'm going to take it out, see how she's doing, get the oil warmed up, and then leave her on a side stand. Because it typically takes that 5 minutes of riding, and then it starts leaking out straight away. So let's just clarify we've done everything. That's done, 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 done. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's not done. So, and that's why I do that check. And doing these pinch bolts up, left and the right, left and right, and just keep going until you get to where you need to be. Now, I'm not going to torque these up just yet. I'm going to quickly get it out, get it warmed up, see if there's any leaks, because if there is, then I've got to strip it all back down again and see what the issue is. So let's drop it down, get her out, get her warmed up. been for a quick 10-minute ride, got the bike up to temperature, all the oil's nice and hot. I'm now going to leave her on the side stand for about 5 minutes, because this is when it normally leaks out. When it's dead upright, it can't leak out. So we're going to leave it on the side stand, and then once we're happy there's no more leaks, we'll get her on the bench in the straight position, and then we'll check the oil levels in the gearbox and so forth. And then we'll build her up and we're all done. So far it's looking good, because normally if it is leaking, my back wheel's already covered in oil, and I only find out after I've stopped for my ride. I'll bring you in for a close-up so you can see, as we can see, no oil leaks. So all of that hassle over an O-ring. 2 O-rings even.
Come on, get me in a mood. If you want me, let me go.